Alright everyone, welcome back to our King's Household campaign for Master of Command. This is Prophet of the Constitution. Last time we left off, we had just arrived at this encampment army here before heading west to complete the rest of our objectives. We had a few new additions to our army that we are working on. I haven't quite decided what they're going to be yet. They might be dragoons or something. We'll have to see if we get any free units somehow through an encounter or something, or what happens. But we are nearly complete with the army. We need one more artillery, one more grenadier, and one more unit of cavalry. So we'll see how that goes. But first, let's do battle with this encampment army here. Alright, 3 arty, 3 cav, multiple foot, recruits, British Grenadiers, Royal Welsh Fusiliers, and some veteran foot. Alright, see how this goes. I believe it should go fairly well. Alright. Now, I say that, and then the terrain is not super favorable. It's not really bad, but it's not super favorable either. Alright, take the bayonets off them. Bayonets off them. Here's our hill right here for our artillery. That's a good spot. Yeah, we're going to keep the cavalry on this right wing, I believe. Because we were planning to set up in the town and the woods. Let's do something like that. That'll work pretty well. Keep the grenadiers kind of dispersed between our forces. And that should also be fine. Get the general over here. Alright. Let's get ready for this battle. All the cavalry on the wing. Okay. Most of them have good equipment, or better. They also have Liechtensteins. Alright, no Jaeger rifles or anything really crazy. But, they do have some things. So let's move on up here real quick. Yeah, I think I want to go a little further than that, if possible. Alright, fantastic. Move up the grenadiers behind them slightly. Artillery is already ready. Cavalry is nearly there. Gotta find a good way to set up our troops here so that we get the maximum cover we possibly can try to get. Alright, that'll have to work, I suppose. It's not all ideal or perfect or anything, but it'll have to do. Got them there. Fantastic. Grenadiers there. And some grenadiers there. That'll work. That'll work out quite nicely, I believe. Travel the cavalry wing around the enemy flank. Let's see, what is our artillery targeting? Alright. Yeah, I like the idea of targeting these grenadiers and the veteran foot and everything. I like that. Let's see. Yes, you could use some experience in this fight. So let's go ahead and get you over here. All right. Already made contact with the enemy, and the general needs to get over there ASAP, considering the morale is really bad. Alrighty. Those veteran foot are just going right along, aren't they? They're really trying to target the guns is what they're trying to do. That's some funny boy business right there. Alright, let's see how this plays out. I'm pretty certain those Fusiliers are not going to appreciate that volley that's coming. Not going to be a fun time for them. And as of the moment, they are not holding very well either. Got to do something about that flank. So we are sending in the Grenadiers. Our Hussars were actually routed too, yikes. Alright. Well, we'll have to figure that situation out in a moment. Because we need the cavalry to hit the guns and the enemy cavalry. Alright. I really didn't want the Hussars leaving the field that early, to be honest with you. It's not an exciting prospect, not a good thing, really. Alright, now we have to intercept these Grenadiers that are firing, or not firing, charging our Fusiliers. Alright, their cavalry did get a charge in on us. That'll be alright. We did repulse them, so that's good news. regain control there, guys. Our grenadiers were rebuffed, shall we say. But we did halt their charge. The only issue now is we're about to face another one. Alright. Definitely need to continue working on some way to improve the morale for our front line. Alright, hopefully we win that cavalry battle fairly easily. Yeah, we need them to hit those other grenadiers desperately. Alright, that's good. Charging the enemy lines. Excellent. Alright, y'all need to get back up to the line, to be honest with you. Artillery, this flank is in danger of being flanked badly also. Not exciting. Not a thrilling prospect. Why did you stop? Don't stop. Least of all in front of the guns. That's a lethal mistake, potentially. Let's not do that, shall we? Alright. The morale problems are causing quite a few casualties now, unfortunately. Need our cavalry to sweep around the flank. I need you to hold back there for a moment. We are sweeping around behind them. Excellent. Time to start rolling their whole flank here. Yep, they are shattered. Fantastic, that's doing good. Alright, so our main line took some heavier casualties than we'd like, than we're used to. But, it's not too serious, thankfully. And the biggest problem, of course, is primarily due to our morale being so bad. So very bad. Alright. Well, let's see what the casualty numbers are. I'm guessing something around 2 to 3. 2 to 3K for us, probably. We'll see if I'm correct in that or not. Ah, 2. Okay, good. It was on the lower side of that guesstimate. Alright. Cavalry got some kills, but primarily the grenadiers were our problem once again. Alright. That's awesome. 1,200 kills. I like to see that. That's good stuff. Alright. So, let us take the conscription. Item cost of settlements. Campaign move speed. Infantry move speed. We do item cost of settlements because we're going to need to be continuing to buy quite a few items for our troops. Excellent. I love to see all the promotions. Alright, the ammo could be a bit of an issue. Hopefully not. But I suppose we'll see. Alright. Let's see what ability we can get for our line here. We need something. Melee damage received goes down. That actually might not be bad for our main line in the event they get charged right now. But their range goes down. I don't really want that too much. I like it though. We'll do it. Since that's been our main problem, is enemy grenadiers. So we will go ahead and do that. That could really benefit us long term. Trying to figure out if they should be. Yeah, I think they'll be cavalry. I think that's what we'll do with them. Definitely good to make them cavalry, I believe. Fire damage received gone down. That's always good. Let's throw that on there. Open order accuracy doesn't help us too much at the moment. The reload definitely helps, though. Most definitely. Get that charge on there, get some speed. Definitely need an improvement to speed. Alright. That's good stuff. Let's see. Artillery. They already have an ammo bin. That's good. Well, they can use one for now. That should help a lot. Alright. So let's go ahead and get this convoy here. Since we're right beside it. May as well. Merchants, large escort, and the convoy returns. Good. That's what we needed. We needed the return of a convoy. It's good stuff right there. Alright. Battlefield. We're just going to sweep on down to the left side here of the map towards the west. Fresh battleground. Equipment, 2 weapons or wounded, 7-8 reservists. We're going to do equipment. Ooh, and it was good equipment this time too. Light socket bayonets. We'll take that. Yes, indeed. I like that quite a lot. Those light socket bayonets are really good for grenadiers. We're going to buy food here, especially since it's diminishing now, so let's go ahead and set that up. 18. Can't beat that. That's a bargain. Alright. Engineer. It's not too bad. We don't need the open order accuracy so much, though. Stables. Definitely getting these 2 items, though. That's good. Coffee. That's good. Gunsmith. What do we got? We have excellent carbines here. I didn't really want land patterns for the carbines, however. But those Potsdams, we might put those in the infantry, actually. That would be hilarious. Their range would drop significantly. But that would be very, very funny reload times. Kind of want that artillery piece as well. I don't think we need any of that stuff. I think we need that. Let's get the artillery piece. And the Potsdam carbines, just to take a look at this real quick. So, who has the best reload out of these guys? right now, it's Régiment d'Infanterie des Royaux Italiens. So let's go see. Let's check reload on these boys. So with the regular Potsdams, it's 36 seconds. With the carbines, it's only 24 seconds. They have a 21-second reload for now. That's before adding anything like cylindrical ramrods or anything to them as well. Which is really funny. Really, really funny. They have coffee yet? Nope, they don't have coffee yet. We'll give that to them. Give them the better stamina item. And the stamina item so they can keep in the fight. Who needs max range the most? Well, we'll just give it to you. That'll work out okay. Gonna keep this gun for whatever artillery we get here in the future coming up. And their range is 125 because they do have items and officer increase to that. So that's actually not bad. The only problem is we really need carbines for the cavalry right now as well. I was considering just buying the carbines even though I didn't really want land patterns. Just so our cavalry had carbines right now, to be honest with you. It's not too bad. Yeah, let's do that, just to be sure the cavalry gets carbines. And we will change this back. It is pretty funny. When we get more items, we may actually just give our line troops carbines. That is something actually that I mentioned, was discussing with Hans, how hilarious the reload times are. You just have to get closer. You have to get in range. But it's pretty funny. So, yeah. Alright, that works. That looks a lot better. Give you coffee also. Okay. That's good. That looks good. The only problem we're having is ammo. I am going to buy a little bit of that because we really need the ammo, especially since we just got more carbines. Let's go ahead and fix that problem. Alright. That looks really good. Did we look at the stat? Yeah, we did. Okay. Don't need that. Alright. Enemy army coming for us. They probably realize, wait, we don't want to fight. Too bad. We're going to go fight them. It's not going to go well for them, of course, but it's not something to concern ourselves with. 4 enemy cavalry. Veteran foot with some foot accompanying, Jaegers, Brunswicker Grenadiers, and then Brunswicker Musketeers. Alright. We can do this one. Should take less casualties than the previous one as well. Alright. So yeah, we have that hill there for the guns. We have a hill here as well. And of course this hill here, I think we'll set up over here. I do believe that's what we're going to do. Alright, get the Grenadiers ready. We don't have that many cavalry, do we? Yeah, I think we're going to... we may in some battles, instead of stacking all the cavalry on one wing like I normally do, because we have double the cavalry I normally have, we may put one on each wing. However, in this case, I'm still going to stack them on the wing because our line is, the plan anyway, is to have our line anchored right in here. So that would not be as helpful as one might suspect, since they wouldn't have room to maneuver. Alright, move the cab up here. Make sure we order the guns up here on the hill. And order the troops. I think I want... Let me check their speeds, because I'm gonna actually need the faster units to get to the other side here quicker. Don't want to try sending them there and then get beat there by the enemy. That would not be fun. Alright. Let's do it. See if we beat them there. Do our best here. Let's see what their cavalry has. So they do have carbines. Those are excellent Tulas. That's not great. Not for us anyway. We'll still come out on top, I believe, but that could be very dangerous. Check the status of our cavalry. Definitely need some more speed improvements for the newer cav. Speed is essential. To have your cavalry where you want them is actually more important than them being more powerful even. Because if they're not where you want them to be, what does it matter how effective they are? If they aren't doing what you want them to do at the right time, then it really doesn't even matter how effective of a fighting force they are. That's why the best thing you can do usually with enemy elite troops is to deny them battle. Especially if it's like guerrilla style troops against elite troops. That's the perfect use for it. Do hit and run attacks. Don't give them the decisive battle that they want. It's exactly what they want you to do. Alright, let's connect to the line right here. Perfect. We'll be able to set up near those woods there. Almost. I don't think we're gonna... Well, yeah, we'll reach the woods. Just barely. Not with the whole unit, though, of course, but we will reach the woods. And the Marines holding the flank that's about to get outflanked is definitely an improvement. Grenadiers here. Grenadiers in the center. And, of course, Grenadiers on the right. Bring the general up here so he can quickly react to any part of the line that might decide is starting to falter. And the guns are ready. I'm going to tell them to hold fire just for a moment, though, so they don't fire at the Jaegers. That would not be ideal. Alright. Going to get the cavalry moving in over here. See how this goes. Firing on the dragoons, that should help a little bit. Alright, now the benefit is they don't have any cavalry in this one. So that's not going to benefit them at all much, so that's good. Okay, see, why are you targeting the Jaegers? I know they went kind of out of your range, but the Jaegers are the absolute last target I would ever want you to target. The very last. Not real hip on that, guys. Don't do that. We're going to let the cavalry deal with cavalry now here in a moment, so fire on the veteran foot. Musketeers are nearly in range of our troops there. Alright. Close in. Alright, this will be good. See who has a... Oh, yeah, definitely. Alright, get the cav involved here together. Excellent. Take out those light dragoons. Just what I like to see. Alright, get down here to reinforce the other cav, boys. And do so quickly. As they are fresh new cav and they are getting charged. Which puts them in a pickle. Yeah, okay. The firing on the Jaegers thing. Let's not. Let's just never fire on the Jaegers. Oof. And they did run off our rookie cavalry there. That's not great. Not exciting. It'll be alright, but you gotta make sure you don't shatter that unit if at all possible. Very good. Excellent volleys right there. That's excellent. Phenomenal even. Alright, line up the cavalry. We'll see if they return. If they do, they might get to run some guys down, but otherwise at the moment, nah. Send in the grenadiers. Need them to get some experience also. I guess that foot was going to come in and charge us here anyway, so that's good. Put a stop to that. Just roll down their line, ideally. Hit them in the rear flank before they have a chance to shoot our grenadiers. Okay. Nope, keep charging. I don't want you to stop and fire. I want you to continue the charge. Shall we? Shatter that unit so they don't return. Alright, not bad. Rolled up their flank fairly easily. And send them in again. Alright, not too bad at all. Here we go, this should be pretty good. And that should do it. Alright. So the line did better that time, that's for sure. Then again, they weren't getting utterly flanked by a larger force, which definitely improved their prospects. We have to get ammo and tollers this time. There's no nothing doings about that. Alright, improve their stamina a little bit. Excellent. That's not the one that needs it. This is the one that needs it. Alright, fantastic. Who needs reload the most? You need reload, but you can't have that. Well, you can have that with that. Okay. Alright. Good, we got some cavalry swords. We need some of that. What's the speed differentials here? 28. Yeah, y'all need some speed. Desperately. Quite desperately. Some boots. Shoes, I should say. That's good. Oh, not quite. Not quite there. Alright, new grenadier ability. Let's see what we got. Raw morale, damage received, and charge. Yeah, we're going to do charge. And cavalry ability. Let's see what we get. I'm going to re-roll that. I'm not too hip on that. Charge is good. Savage, that's very, very good. We're going to do that. Let's look at the status of our items here for our troops. We still have a lot of outfitting to do. Our line is looking improved. That's definitely good news. Give the ammo to the cavalry and the guns first because the infantry carry more ammo anyway, so. Alright, that'll work. Check out this outpost right quick. Friendlies under siege. Wait and strike. Weak field army or artillery regiment. Or march to their relief at once. Tough enemy field army. We're going to do that. We want to fight the tough enemy field army. And this right here is another reason why sometimes when I have like 3 out of 4 of a brigade type, for example, we have 3 artillery right now instead of 4, and I'm hesitant to add a 4th artillery. That's because of encounters like this. If I were to add a 4th artillery unit, either purchase one, you know, at a town, or turn one of our recruits into one, then I get this event. I've got a 5th artillery piece that may end up in a brigade with an officer who has nothing to do with artillery. And that piece will function inadequately compared to the rest. So I don't like doing that. So here we go. We're going to do that. Some more French field artillery. That's excellent. You already have a gun. You don't have anything else to speak of. We're going to give you stamina and ammo at least. That should help somewhat. Alright. And then we have an enemy field army here. Alright, Grenadiers, veteran musketeers, some musketeers here for the Hessians. Subsidy Jaegers, Brunswicker Grenadiers, and musketeers. 3 cavalry, 2 of Hanoverian variety, and subsidies. 3 British field artilleries, and a British veteran foot. Looks good. Alright, guys, I believe we're going to use this battle, start this battle at the beginning of the next episode. I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you all for joining me. God bless.